Guardians should not be taken seriously right now. I mean, 14 hits to the Tigers today. That's unacceptable. The Tigers have been historically bad on offense for 2 years now, and you allow 14 hits to them. Just can't happen. Outside of Emmanuel Clase, Trevor Stephan, and what's his name? Tristan McKenzie, who's on the injured list right now. Nobody can pitch on this team. It's just a fact. It's abysmal. Absolutely abysmal by the Cleveland Guardians right now. So, offense doesn't produce enough. And that might continue to be a trend. The starting pitching is disgusting. Don't even get me started on that. Shane Bieber is just kind of mid at this point with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Hunter Gaddis is garbage. We don't know about Peyton Battenfield yet. Aaron Savali's injured. Zach Plezak's garbage. Cal Quantrill's not very good either. It's just bad. And you're arguably your best starter in the rotation's in AAA right now in Tanner Bibee. And arguably your second to third best starter in the rotation, Gavin Williams, is in AAA. And arguably your fourth is in AAA as well, Logan Allen. And Williams is actually in AA, which is disgusting. It's just not good. It's terrible. And they had to fight back in the 2 games they won versus Oakland, in the 2 games they won versus Washington. And now you've lost to Detroit. You're 4-3 against Oakland, Washington, and Detroit. And you are very lucky you're not 0-7 against those 3 teams, because there's a chance this team could be 5-12 right now with an 0-7 record against those 3 under 500 horrific teams. It's gotten that bad. Panicking in April is probably not the thing to do, but this team's playing so bad against horrific teams that it's worthy to panic. It's panic mode baseball they're playing right now. And looking at it, this should be the gauntlet of their schedule. They should be taking advantage. And if you stay 500 or worse in this part of the schedule, it's just not going to get any better for you, especially with the health problems on this team and the consistency problems and the regression coming in for some of these guys. This team is not a playoff team. At best, it's an 80-win team. I mean, if you look at the statistics and everything and the eye test, it's just facts. You can't dispute that right now. And the Minnesota Twins are by far the better team in the AL Central. Pablo Lopez will be contending for a Cy Young this year with the way he's pitching. Joe Ryan isn't too bad. You got Bailey Ober coming back, who could make an impact there. You got a lot of guys there. I mean, that Twins team, Sonny Gray, who throws 6 really solid innings to start. It's just they have the depth. Cleveland doesn't right now. And they have guys they could call up in AAA, but they refuse to. I mean, if you're so hesitant on trading these prospects, call them up. Like, what are you doing here? I mean, Tanner Bibee's thrown 2 shutout performances in AAA. I thought he was ready at some point last year. He's still in the minors. And you got Gavin Williams still in AA. What the hell are we doing here, man? I mean, this is disgusting. And I can't even blame Terry Francona for this, honestly, because I think he's doing fine. It's just the players aren't showing any consistency. The coaches on the staff aren't doing their jobs. I mean, why are we not telling Hunter Gaddis to go outside the strike zone on a Javier Baez or someone like that? And why are we not telling James Karinchak to not throw a breaking ball against Kerry Carpenter? Kerry Carpenter is hitting 333 on fastballs in his career, and he's hitting 130 against anything else. What are we doing here? I mean, Carl Willis should have been fired 2 years ago. The fact that he still has a job is absolutely disgusting to me, because he's absolutely horrible. There's no excuse for it at all. So, I mean, yeah. But, I don't know. It's just, they're terrible. Game 2 isn't worth watching. I won't be watching it. I don't know if any Guardians fans in here will be watching, but of course I won't be watching it all. So, yeah. But got to get stuff fixed. I mean, this is not good baseball at all. I mean, the fact that you're playing this horrific against these bottom 5 teams in baseball is disgusting. Nationals and A's are arguably the 2 worst teams in baseball. You went 4-2 against them. You could arguably be 0-6. It's just not good. And then you lose to the Tigers. In Battenfield versus Eduardo Rodriguez, I don't think Battenfield's terrible, but I don't have a lot of hope for that game either. There's just not much to look forward to, and this Guardians team's in a lot of trouble. I just don't know what to say anymore, but the Minnesota Twins are the best team in the AL Central until further notice. They have the pitching. They have enough talent on offense to be able to break out. Like the Guardians, their guys are regressing. And their guys in Minnesota are breaking out. Much different story on both sides. I mean, it's just really bad baseball from the Cleveland Guardians. And this team should not be taken seriously until further notice.